Oh, my friends, longing. Yeah, this one with Sophia by the stream, in the stream rather, on a deer. I sort of played off that verse, as a deer longs for streams of living water, so my soul longs for you. So the longing thing is very interesting to me. That in order for there to be desire, it can never be fulfilled, right? Because as soon as desire is fulfilled, there's no longer any desire. And it's almost like that, another verse. I'm mentioning verses here and there where it says, "Seek and you will find." But what if you find? Then you're no longer a seeker. So it's just this paradox of that I began to realize. This chapter's packed with some pretty important stuff for me, and I think for you too. Uh, is that we need to get in touch with what we want. I remember after serving the church for years and years and years and years as a pastor, serving, and I was leaving the church finally, and I was speaking to a mentor, and I didn't know what I was going to do. And the mentor said, "Well, what do you want?" And I couldn't answer that question. I honestly could not. I did not know what I wanted because I only gave other people what they wanted. There's a Bruce Cockburn song, uh, uh, "Pacing the Cage," I think it's called. Bruce Cockburn's a Canadian singer-songwriter. Is something about, and I refer to it in here, where he didn't know what everybody wanted, so he gave them everything. And uh, my problem was, yes, that was one of my problems. I just gave people everything. But my main problem was I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know what I wanted. What did I want? What did I desire? And the church, sort of instills in everybody this sense, or tries to, that you've got everything you need, and therefore you shouldn't want for anything. And I really did come to that place where I didn't know what I wanted. What do I want? I couldn't answer that question. And it was that realization when it was that, like, it stared me in the face. Oh my God, I don't know what I want. I'm not in touch with my feelings. I'm a pretty self-aware guy, but I wasn't in touch with my feelings. What did I want? Was I courageous enough? Was I brave enough to say what I wanted, to know what I wanted, and to say it and to go for it without looking selfish or greedy or ambitious or lustful or whatever, right? As soon as I realized that everything I wanted was what other people wanted. That's my wife texting me, Lisa, the love of my life. as as soon as I realized that what I wanted was what other people wanted, and to give them what other people wanted, and that my contentment was actually a coping mechanism for my feeling powerless and paralyzed, it opened my eyes to realize, hey, I need to figure out what I want. What I want. I'm going to be selfish. I actually had to tell myself, okay, I'm going to be selfish, and I am going to totally just focus on what do I want. I need to figure out what I want. It was a huge step for me. And I'm going to ask you right now, are you content because you're supposed to be? Are you content as a way to cope with feeling trapped? Have you settled? Have you settled? That's my question. Because if you have, you need to get in touch again with your feelings, with your emotions, with your desires, What do you want? What do you long for? Ask yourself, what do you long for? What do you really, really want? Because as soon as you get in touch with that, a ton of happiness is going to come pouring in. Once you admit what you want, a ton of happiness and peace is going to come pouring in, and it's a paradoxical place. It really is, where you're at once hungry and full, thirsty and satisfied, searching and finding, content and changing. But you have to know what you want. What do you long for? What do you want?